Dear teachers and students, hello. Today I want to share with you an important theory that is closely related to our daily lives, the reception theory. This is also the topic of our group research. In this era of highly fluid information, the way information is delivered and interpreted profoundly affects our understanding and cognition of the world. And the reception theory is a powerful tool to help us better understand this process. Our group divides this research into several parts, as shown in the figure. The first thing I want to introduce is the origin, background, and the history of it, as well as its evolution process. The origin of reception theory can be traced back to Germany in the 1960s, the most famous of which undoubtedly the reception aesthetics of the Constant School. This theory was put forward by the famous German scholar Hans Robert Jules, who is also the founder of the reception theory. His 1967 paper marks the transformation and the emergence of the reception aesthetics into reception theory. Although it originated in literary criticism, it naturally extended to various fields, especially communication and cultural studies, due to the wide application potential of the reception theory. In the 1970s, Wolfgang User, another originator of the reception theory, published The Act of Reading, a theory of aesthetic response, which expanded on Jules' core idea. His emphasis on uncertain points in a text provides reader with unregistered opportunities for interpretation and understanding, transforming the reader from passive recipient to an active participant in understanding and constructing meaning. Since the Since the 1980s, with the development of communication reception theory has gradually matured. In his 1980s article, Stuart Hall introduced a model of information propagation. Let me briefly describe this model, which shows the active role of audience in media interpretation and how different social and cultural factors influence the way information is understood. The following is an introduction to the important concept and core assumption of the reception theory. The basic definitions of the reception theory can be summarized as follows. In the process of receiving, understanding, and output media contents, the audience does not passively accept or only superficially understand superficial information. Instead, they interpret and understood the deeper meaning and information based on personal perception, cultural context, and the social context of the time or the present. This theory has two core theories. 1. Think yourself, a core assumption of reception theory that is the audience, in the process of receiving and interpreting information, has the ability to think independently and will not be misled by the information produced. 2. Multiple interpretation. The second core assumption is that multiple interpretation means that each group think and interpret information differently, resulting in different groups interpreting, understanding, and influencing the same information different. In addition, the audience interpretation process is also deeply influenced by cross-cultural factors such as class difference, racial difference, and gender difference, thus affecting the way audience receive information. Audience with different politics background, cultural level, education level, and cognition level interpret the same information differently. The third part of is the criticism and controversy of the reception theory. Reception theory has faced some criticism, especially regarding its overemphasis on audience agency. Critics argue that while reception theory emphasizes the positive role of the audience, it may overlook a powerful structure embed and media production which can limit audience interpretation. The role of criticism knowledge progress. Theoretical criticism and debate are essential to the advancement of the knowledge in fields such as science and philosophy. Through criticism and debate, the inadequacies of the theory are gradually exposed, allowing those who support the theory to modify the theory on the basis of the criticism, thus promoting improvement and dynamic of revision and enhancement ensures that theory remain relevant and adapted to the new finding and evidence. The risk of theoretical rigidity. If a theory is not open to criticism and controversy, it may become rigid and lose its connection to real-world development, making it difficult for people to accept. For example, Darwin's theory on evolution initially faced a widespread criticism, but with more scientific discovery, such as breakthrough genetics, the theory has been revised and strengthened. Reception theory must also remain open to criticism and avoid obsolescence or rigidity. This case also proves that criticism has made a theory more perfect. Process of criticism. Critics often put forward different viewpoints or more advanced theories, which helps to enrich the research fields and promote the diversified development of knowledge. Strengthen your credibility through criticism. If a theory can withstand criticism and controversy from different perspectives, its credibility and applicability will be enhanced. This is a way of testing of universality and applicability. If a theory in a variety of situations, criticism and controversy encourage academic exchange and the collusion of ideas, which ultimated academic progress. In short, theoretical criticism is not just a tech, but a kind of academic communication. Accepting criticism and engaging in debating reflects an open attitude to intellectual inquiry and help to avoid theoretical strangulation. So the fourth part is the application of reception theory in real life. The application of reception theory in real world covers various fields such as communication, psychology, marketing, education, and public cognition. Reception theory helps us understand how people interpret media message, that is, what it does. In marketing, brands and advertising are designed to cater to needs and values of consumers. Reception theory helps explain how consumers understand and interpret advertising message, which can be influenced by their cultural background and personal experience. For example, a marketing campaign in one region may be interpreted differently in another, requiring adjustment to connect content and presentation. With the understanding of these changes, marketing can cater more effective message aimed at a special audience, thereby increasing overall success of campaign. In education, reception theory can explain how students participate in context of instruction. Instead of passively absorbing information, students actively integrate new material with exciting cognition frameworks. Reception theory plays crucial in political communication, with politicians aiming to influence public perception through speech, advertising, and media. And in the therapy, reception theory can help psychology understand how patients interpret treatment, recommend, and in light of the personal background, culture, and psychology state. In summary, reception theory provides valuable insight across multiple domains that help explain how audiences receive, interpret, and engage with information in different contexts. The last part of the research is the future development direction of the reception theory. After investigation, we believe that its future development direction includes the following parts. The first is the reception in the context of the digitalization and new media. The second is the cross-cultural acceptance and globalization. And the third is the multiple mode communication and reception in the complex information environment. The fourth is the challenge of the information and information manipulation. And this is the fifth. In conclusion, as the digitalization, globalization, and technological advance continue to reshape the media landscape, reception theory must involve this to meet these new challenges. Its future lies in exploring and interdisciplinary integration and adapting to complex, multiple information environments to provide a more comprehensive understanding of how audience interact with media. In general, reception theory reveals the importance of the receiver in the transmission of the information. It reminds us of the need to understand and respect other people's interpretation in today's popularity world. Through this theory, we can better understand the complexities in cultural transmission and realize that the meaning of the information is no longer single, but rich and diverse. Let us build out a reception theory, learn to understand and interpret this complex world more deeply, develop an open mind, and respect diverse viewpoints. Thank you all.